Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we start 52 stars of difficulty. And as you can see down in the corner there, we got our little 52, so we're ready to go. And this is what I'm going to call the double blood code run here. And what is going to happen is, as you notice here, we're not going to have any regenerations or healing items of any kind. We can use any other items, but we're just not going to have any regens of any kind, and we can recover health by not from our primary blood code, because we only have 12 gifts here, plus White Mia's gift extension, so we'll have 13 gifts, but then we'll have Queen's Claw as our secondary blood code, where, oh, I guess we don't need Regenerator, and we can go with, sure, probably something like this, or Royal Heart, either one. It won't really matter at all. What we pick up here, probably precision actually instead. So that's a oopsie leftover. But you'll see here that this will be our healing blood code, where we can get a whole bunch of things going, but it'll all be dependent on our blood veil. So our health regen will come from charge attacks and backstabs and quick drains and so on and so forth. And if those charge drains and stuff actually happen to kill the enemy, we'll get another 5% back. We'll get 5% from every enemy we hit with a charge drain, and we'll get roughly, because of how much health we have here, we'll get about roughly 10% back from Goddess's Smile, because this is 300 health on a focus state, and every charge attack we do, we get more focus, so we will be getting focused over and over for that, hopefully 10% health regen from Goddess's Smile, and then 5% every charge drain that we do. So we should have a pretty good arsenal here to do blood code switching, and this is what I hoped Vayne would be back when the game released. I thought there would be like a hot swap button here or something, where you can switch between code 1 and code 2, or favorite 1 and favorite 2, or something like that. And you know, I don't have to switch my weapons or anything. I just have to do this, and then I'm ready to go, and then I do this and I'm ready to go. And that is pretty tedious and cumbersome, but if that was possible to switch on the fly, you would absolutely be able to, you know, do some really crazy things with how these builds actually operate, and how they pair back and forth between you and your partner. So you could really buff your partner like crazy, because when you do blood code swapping like that, all of your buffs that pass over to your partner, they stay active, and they reset all your cooldowns. So if I do something like this, and Mia now has overdrive, sure, and I do this now, I gave her double gift extension, and then I switch to Queen's Claw, and then I switch back. Now I can grab this again, and it doesn't stack, but you can see that I can reset cooldowns and things kind of at will when I wish to do it. Okay, so I can do this, and so now she has double gift extension there, and then I can do something like well, I don't have it here, but yeah, I can go back and I can do this and fill her up there, and I can just do some crazy things where I can go back and forth between the blood codes, and I can also, if I do something like this, right, and go ahead, Mia, there we go, I do this, and then I can heal her, okay, and then, oh, I can't switch, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought you could switch on cooldowns of healings, but that's not the case, and you can't do it for Final Journey and some of the other things. But some of those times that you can switch blood codes like that to reset cooldowns, especially for communals, that is really great, because if I do this, and now she's going for the communal there, and then if I do this, and then if I switch back, you'll notice that my blood code is back to 30. I don't have the communal active, but I gave it to Mia, and so she can have it, and then I can go on with my merry way there. What was here? Oh yeah, time crunch. And so there's some really crazy things you can do with blood code swapping, which is what I was hoping that it would be from the beginning. That it actually, when this game launched, I thought that's what was going to happen, but it wasn't. So I'm going to have in this run, I'm going to have an attack code, and then I'm going to have a healing code. And so on the fly, I will be able to switch back and forth between each blood code, and then I can switch playstyles kind of as I want, and then switch back, and then I'm right back to the fighting blood code here. So let's see how this goes, and we'll see just how effective and efficient it is, if at all. And I'm really interested in this kind of idea of being able to do this. Whoops. And being, you know, kind of at a moment's notice here, kind of just get some damage out on the enemy and stuff. And you can see that I am using my health to shoot here as we go. And then when I'm pretty low on health here, I will be able to get all my health back um, by uh, by using the regenerator blood code, and then I can switch back and continue on here. And this is kind of a cool way to make good use of partners, while at the same time being able to do some pretty creative things in between here. Okay. Okay. And you can see here, it's just it's a little less iCore requirement there, but it's definitely capable to use just the regular shots. But since you're going for the charge attacks, since that's where the real damage is, you might as well do that. And there's no harm in getting up to 30 iCore here, because that's where the damage comes in, or the difference between the two codes. Since they're both 30 iCore, you can use them equally and effectively together. Okay, and so now we are down pretty low here on health and stuff, so we'll go ahead and switch blood codes here, and then it won't be shooting the enemy anymore. Whoops. I think yep, okay, we're okay. And so now you can see that we can't use our weapon, which is fine. Okay, and we'll do this. Now we can use our weapon. Okay, and now it's all about going for backstabs. And now this will get us a kill and a drain attack, so that'll be 10% of our health back, which is great. Okay, and now that we have double gift extension, all of the gifts will last, 2.25 times as long. So if we do something like this, and if we do this, come on, there we go. Mia, don't kill him. Okay, I was gonna say, watch this, but apparently, okay, we missed the backstab there, and this should get a good amount of damage there. Come on. Okay, and whoops. Okay, Mia's getting the kills here, where we should be getting the kills, which is really unfortunate. But in vain, what are walls? Okay. Okay, apparently I can't hit him through the wall. Okay. Some walls you can hit through, and other walls apparently they don't exist, and this is one of them. Okay, Mia is just getting up on the kills here. Okay, good. And please don't kill him. Thank you. And there you go. We got 10% for killing him, and 10% for, or 5% for a charge drain. We got 5% for getting an attack on him, and then we got 10% from basically, whoops, from got us a smile there. Oh, Mia. Okay. Are you coming forward? Yes. Come over here. Thank you. Okay, and now we are almost up to full health here. Okay, I'll take the backstab here, Mia. Oh, come on. she is just on a rampage here.
Do you see the enemies across the cliff?
Sure do. So this is kind of the issue that you run into here with White Mia, especially, is that she is absolutely overpowered for this area, and it's kind of a shame. Now the reason we're doing the charge attacks, right, is because of complete attention. Yes, do your bayonet, and there we go. This will be 10%, 5% for the drain, 5% for the kill. Okay, and it's better to just take the 10% here and move on. Good. And now that we are up to full ichor here, or full health basically, we can go ahead and switch to our other attack blood code here. Good. It's not as fluid as I would like it to be, obviously, but it actually works out pretty decent overall. It's nothing, you know, incredibly like game breaking or game changing in a certain way here, but it definitely is intriguing, to say the least, in how you go about getting damage out on the enemy and such. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Good.
You can't lose this one.
Okay. Good. And it works out pretty well overall for an attack build overall, just because of the fact that you have you basically have infinite range with this weapon, and also you have really good damage because there's so many snowballs that come out. They hit the enemy and they kind of stagger them as well overall, and so it works out pretty well. Okay, here's this blood spring. Good. And now that we are really low on health here, let's switch back to our healing blood code. And so we get a little bit of action in between each of the areas, just because we were able to kill at a distance, while at the same time being able to while being able to destroy them kind of close range and everything. Okay, and here, let's go for a charge. Oh, come on. No, Mia. Okay, and let's go for a backstab on this fella, and hopefully we can get it here. Okay, I guess we'll go for a charge. There we go. Now we're focused there. That's very good. Oh, okay, that's even worse. Okay. I got cornered there. That was a little weird. I dodged backwards into this guy, into the wall, and that was a very strange predicament there that happened, for sure. Okay, and we'll go for Valiant Heart, so we're dodging easily enough. Okay, and backstab on this guy, and if we were able to keep Merciless Reaper active, we would be able to keep the damage going. There's backstab, that's very good, and hopefully we're able to get the charge attack here. There we go, and we got focused, which is excellent. So we're regenning a huge amount of health here, which is great. And we'll go for the backstab here. So here, it's important to get back to 30 ichor, so then that way you can actually get, whoops, to get back as much, oh, couldn't hit it, to get back as much health and everything as possible, so then when you switch codes, you're not actually gimping yourself on having extra, ichor wasted at any point in time. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to go for this, and then we'll go for Oliver, so that way we're able to actually get as much health back as possible here, and then we can go for, switch back to the attack blood code, and hopefully Mia doesn't do anything here out of the ordinary crazy. Okay, and we should be able to get quite a bit of health here. Oops. and we should get focused. That's good. And this will get us enough ichor here that will be okay. Good. Oops. Okay, we're at 30 ichor. Good. Okay, and switch. Okay. Mia, watch out. Let's go for this. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So kind of a weird gameplay style and everything overall. Definitely strange to use something in this kind of a way where where you're healing off of your veil and that kind of a way, and then you're actually doing damage from your other blood code, and so you have to kind of prep in such a way uh, to make sure that you're managing, how much ichor you have during your attack session, and then switch back to the healing session, so that way you can maintain, what's going on and everything. And if you are in kind of a bind with multiple enemies and such, it's going to be really, really cumbersome overall to um, make sure that you manage it correctly, because otherwise you're going to be in a pretty bad way when you're trying to switch between which blood code you're actually working. And in this case, because we were able to be pretty far distance on the drain while at the same time using a distance bayonet at the same time, it definitely helps that you can maintain that distance between you and the enemy to make sure that you're not in harm's way as much as possible. But you do have to manage your openings for the charge drains. But something like Complete Attention and Goddess's Smile in conjunction with each other, they do work out pretty well. And you'll see later on when we get to some of the later blood codes and the later attacks and stuff, it's going to be really, really hairy, and overall it's going to be kind of an interesting thing, because you're going to be grouping ichor counts between the blood codes, so that way when you switch back and forth, you're not actually hurting yourself, like going from 30 ichor to 10 ichor and then back to 30. So you want to try and keep your blood codes in tandem with each other to make sure that you're not hurting your total ichor count between, like here and Queen's Claw. They both have 30 as a base, so that's a great way to start out figuring out which blood codes to pair together for like an attack build, and then a regeneration build. And this is obviously like very, 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 out in left field here. This is not. I was hoping this was how Vayne was actually going to be run from the beginning, where you have one blood code and then you have like a quick menu here instead of like quick items. It would be awesome if it was quick codes, so you could switch like on the fly, and then you just bring up the quick change menu, and then you're able to switch an entire blood code on the go. I still don't have 99 flowers from Eva, unfortunately. We have a lot of everything else, but we just don't have Eva's flowers because I don't save her on every single run. But we have a lot of haze here that we have access to, and I want to get 99 of these solid lost crystals with 999 in storage. Then I'll be complete, and it would be cool to have 99 and 999 of these, but you only get one every run, and so that's not going to happen. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one in the parking deck, and we'll have the same thing every episode through here all the way to the end of this 52 stars. So then when we get 53 stars, we'll have double blood codes on every episode, and you'll see kind of a way to quick swap between the two blood codes as you go, and it'll give you a huge amount of builds. But if you're trying to go through the game in kind of a weird challenge kind of a way, this is a good way to do it, and a fun way to do it, where you have no regeneration except for what you get back from healing items in a certain way, or healing gifts in a certain way. And we'll we'll see you guys in some of the other episodes here, and it'll be a lot of fun seeing which two blood codes you can constantly pair together. We didn't use Radiant Barrel, but we could have switched this out for something else, but it was kind of a panic button that you can use to knock down enemies, and then right there you can switch real quick and then you know, get your second blood code going. But yeah, definitely swapping blood codes. We definitely need that in Code Vein 2, because this would be a lot of fun to be able to switch back and forth on the go, quick swapping between codes, because you could build out one and then build out another. For something like this, I mean, this has infinite possibilities when you switch between, but yeah, switching between like an attack code and a support code or something like that. And the cool thing is because I can pair exactly the Bloody Snow and Graceful Prominence together between two blood codes that have 80 weight to be right at that 39.2. My mobility is maintained between the two blood codes, so that's really good. So there's no like changing between what mobility you're at, trying to relearn something. And when I'm in Queen's Claw, you can see here that my drain attack value goes up, which is nice because we have more dex, and since it's a dex-based veil, and we're able to have a little more damage, which is great because we want to be doing a lot of damage while we get lifesteal on kill, and 5% from regenerative drain as well, and then getting that nice 10% basically back from Goddess's Smile every time we get focused. So you know, on let's say like the last drain attack on an enemy, you can get 5, 10, 20% of your health back immediately. And if you go through several enemies, regenerative drain will count for every enemy you hit through that charge drain. So you'll see this will get a little nutty when we get into the Hound's Veils later on, but I don't want to spoil all of it for you here and now. But for now, this was Artemis Attack and Queen's Claw regenerating, and so between the two of them, they make for a pretty good pairing here in the Underground. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the parking deck next.